So Ivanka Trump under fire on this family separation crisis, even though she lobbied her father to change the policy. Some media outlets are still criticizing the president's daughter, and Howard Kurtz has a look at all that. Fox News media analyst and host of Media Buzz with me now. Howie, how are you doing? What have you found? What have you heard? What have you read about this?
What I am seeing is a real pattern here of liberal pundits led by MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski beating up on Ivanka Trump for not going public and criticizing her father. CNN had a piece, Ivanka's deafening silence, except we now know that she was not just pressing her father publicly, she was bringing him pictures of the kids at the border saying we have to do something about this, contributing to changing his mind. And in other words, she chose to engage in private persuasion rather than public virtue signaling, and that my sources say that reflects her style of preferring to try to get some action as opposed to just joining the Washington blab.
So let me read one of your lines. This has become the go-to move, especially for female pundits on the left. What's that about?
There's a personal resentment that many of them have. They think that Ivanka Trump, who was not a political operative before, is more socially moderate or liberal, but secretly agrees with them. And therefore, they expect every time one of these controversies come up for her to, go public and rip her father. They'll never be happy unless she does that. But at the same time, Bill, even after she certainly played a role in the president reversing course, changing his mind, Mika Brzezinski said her conduct was shameful and she should quit the White House. So I don't think she can keep her critics happy here.
And she played this behind-the-scenes role that we now know of. That was
right.
Quite clear. I mean, that was significant. We looked at triggers yesterday to figure out when the policy was changing. That was clearly one of them, Howie.
Yeah, now we didn't know of this. The president then later spoke about it. So the question is, would you rather, grandstand and send out a bunch of tweets or get something done? But now everybody in Trump world isn't following that approach. I talked to Anthony Scaramucci, the former communications director, yesterday for an interview for Sunday's Media Buzz. Here's part of what he had to say.
There's a lot of gray in our society, but this is a black and white issue for moms, for dads. It's a universally black and white issue. You don't want to look back on this thing in 10 years and say, my God, what were we doing? Okay, do you think the Americans look back on the Japanese internment camps and say, yeah, that was a great idea? I mean, give me a break. Okay, cut the nonsense.
The Mooch is a real Trump loyalist, but he felt compelled on this issue to speak out, and he also let the White House know his views.
We'll see more of that on your show on Sunday. Have you seen the cover of Time magazine?
I have.
Okay, here it is for our viewers. Welcome to America. Howie?
That picture of the 2-year-old Honduran girl really became the face of this crisis. It was taken by a Pulitzer Prize-winning Getty photographer, so I don't have a problem putting her on. But the way in which it's transposed of Trump staring down at her, of course, this is a fictional assemblage here, that he doesn't care about children at all, is very much in line with a series of virulently anti-Trump covers on Time magazine, Time not making any effort to hide its disdain for the president.
You think about that Ivanka situation. I mean, she was in the wheelhouse for mainstream media. Yeah, she was a centrist. Some would argue center-right, some are center-left during the campaign. But all that changed after she went to Washington. And I don't see it coming back.
No, I understand. Look, she's the White House senior advisor. She is fair game for criticism. It's just the personal nature of this criticism. Ivanka's view is she didn't run for president. She's not going to get her father to change every position he campaigned on, nor should she. So she picks her spots, child care, family leave,
right,
issues like immigration, but she doesn't necessarily do it in front of the cameras or on the Twitter bill.
Thank you, Howie. Check out his piece at foxnews.com and see you on Sunday. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.